Perfect. Awesome. Hi, everybody. So, in this training, we will be going step by step on how you can get from an idea to a complete storybook with consistent character in just single click using Artistly. You can create storybooks for your business to sell online, or just for fun, or for your grandkids. But this workflow that I'll be showing it to you is going to make your life so much easier when it comes to creating from an idea to a finished product. And I'm so excited to share this with you all because in the last week we showed it, but you guys requested for the specific feature to be consistent character, and we finally implemented that. And I'm just super pumped up. I just want to show you the glimpse of what you can create with it, and then we'll show you how I created it. I'm going to show my screen, and I hope my screen is visible, right, Paul? Perfect. Awesome. So awesome. So this is the storybook, as you can see on my screen. I created it's a quick storybook regarding with the turtles lesson. As you can see, this is with the consistent character, the farmer and the turtle going throughout the story, right till the end with everything. So I'm not just gonna tell you that okay, you generate the image and that's it, but I'll be showing you how to put it together, right? To complete it a full-fledged storybook. Okay, perfect. Awesome. So step number one, go to Artistry and go to Fast AI Image Designer. Cool. Now once you get inside here, we have, what you have to do is you have to come to Prompt Magic. Now, just want to give you a hint on what's the vision for Artistry in the near future. This Prompt Magic is we are building an army of agents that goes from an idea to a finished product, whether you want to create coloring books, storybooks, thumbnails, or covers. So this will be upgraded to design agents. You're going to have a lot of fun when you can go from an idea to a finished product, just like what we are doing today from just one click, whatever you want to create. Awesome. Let's focus on Kids Storybook for today. So we come to Kids Storybook, and now you have to do 4 things. Choose your story type, story summary, how many characters are there, and number of pages. Cool. Very simple stuff. I want a moral story to keep it simple. Excuse me. I want to do picture books and story summary. Let's say I just want to show you how to recreate what I have showed you, right? How I created this using Artistry, right? This ebook. So you can do anything, right? So this is the whole idea of my storybook, right? A turtle and a farmer. Now, how many characters are there, right? 2 characters, right? If there are 3 characters, you mention 3. If there are only 1 character, so 1. How do you determine the character? By your story summary, right? If it is a story about a hardworking farmer, then you just say 1 character. If it's a story about a girl and a boy and a turtle, that's 3 character. Cool? Awesome. Now I want to do, let's say, 5 pages for now, right? For demonstration purposes. Now you do generate prompt.
Yeah, and while it's generating real quick, so we're going to be adding a lot more pages down the line. We've just updated this feature, so we're doing some final testing to include more. We do understand people wanted more than 20 or around there, so that's going to be also in play here. And the other thing is, you see how we said turtle and farmer? You can add to that. So you could say turtle and farmer talking about organic farming and how the turtle helps the farmer understand the moral of how you need to plant the seeds first to get harvest, something like that. You get the point. You can add to that.
So now the result that you get is pretty neater and cleaner as our previous version, because we have dialed in on, we made this an absolutely expert and better than human cognition, better than human mind to think about unique storylines and everything. So this is the story for you. You don't have to do anything. You generate prompt. Step number 2, you hit this button that says copy, which is going to copy your entire page. Okay. And then you just put it in a document just to use it for future purposes. Okay. So I'm just going to copy and paste it here. Not going to touch the Google Doc for now. Now, what you have to do, those old days are gone. The copying and pasting, and creating each image one by one, right? You're in Artistry, right? So what you have to do is you can just pick the aspect ratio that you want, whether it is 16:9, which is horizontal, 1:1, it's square, or vertical. We do 1:1, okay? And you pick from bunch of these ready-made style that we have added for you. whether you want a book created in a comic book style or a Pixar style or a miniature style, Van Gogh style, stained glass style, whatever style you want. Okay, uh, one second. So whatever style you want, you can pick it. So I think okay, one second. So okay, my
Well,
mouse is
I'll
not
help you out
working.
here. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, so let
So
me
what you
log
have to
into the
do?
application.
One second, guys. I'll bring them back.
Yeah. So guys, does that make sense so far? So what we've covered so far, right? So what we've done so far is that you can pick the style here, as you can see, and that is important because now that allows you to basically go for 2D flat, see the Van Gogh painting. It all depends on the markets, right? Like if you see Etsy, for example, what it does is Etsy will allow you to do more unique stuff, right? So you see that futuristic robots or that nail art, that kind of stuff sells on Etsy. But on Kindle, you want 2D flat, you want that oil painting style, you want to pick those styles like that. So that's what we're trying to
Okay. Yeah,
achieve
it's
here,
working
right?
now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks. Yeah. So now what you have to do is you have to pick the style. For example, the Pixar style. I want to keep my consistent style, right? Now make sure you understand this feature will automatically create a storybook with consistent character using only AI generated characters. And all you have to do is hit generate storybook. That's it. All the images for all your pages is going to automatically get created. It will take few minutes, right? Just like this, as you can see here. Or if you want to see, I've created multiple stories, right? Of a wizard and a boy, right? It will appear something like this, right? Now what you have to do while this is being generated, right? Now you need to get these images, right? So step number 3, what you need to do is you need to click on bulk download. Okay, now when you do bulk download, all your images will appear here, right? So you have to select an image, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for my purposes, right? And you have to click on download selected option.
Yeah, so while he's
Hit
downloading, I just want to add something real quick. Why are we doing this, guys? Okay, so when you look at the book, right, we're trying to create all the pages of that book in one shot. And as I mentioned, right now it's 10, it's going to be a lot more pages with the new updates we'll be making because we are experimenting how this thing does at 15 pages, 20 pages, 25, because we got to keep fine tuning our system. So what we are doing is here, you're downloading all the pages at once for that book. Okay, does that make sense? That's what he's trying to do here. Basically, what you're doing is that you can download the whole design. As you can see that right there, there's a zip file right there. You can download.
Yep.
Now, what can you do now with that zip file? You can extract that zip file. He'll show you. And then now you can make it into a PDF, put it into Google Docs and all this other stuff. Yeah, go ahead, Yash. That's the power of it.
Exactly. Now what you have to do, you have to right click on it and you have to extract the file to your specific folder. Now see what it does. It's gonna give you all the images downloaded with the paging number for you for ease of use, right? So you don't have to get like, oh, which image for which page when you have to deal with multiple pages, like page number 3. What are you gonna do? Now you go back to the drawing board, like for example the board that we have copied here, and then now you start editing these, right? So soon you'll be able to add it. You'll be able to edit this in the advanced AI image designer, but for now you can use Google Document, right? So now what you have to do is just delete the page content stuff, delete this page 1, just put your content here, and this image prompt, get rid of every single thing here, right? And then you see something called this button, right? Insert image. Click on this. Click on upload from computer, and it will open up your basically for this purpose, your download folders, and it will basically show you all that, right? So you click on here, page 1, and you hit open, right? So that's going to add that image for you on that page. Simple stuff, right? Now for alignment purposes, you can make sure. Okay, now another thing which is very, very, very important, right? The front cover page and the back cover page. It gives you the prompt. And the number one question was like that is, okay, we want to create a front cover page and we want to create a back cover page, but we want to keep it in the same style. Oh, you can easy. how you can do that? It's very easy. So what you have to do, you have to copy the prompt for the front cover image prompt that you see. Copy that, go to Artistly, okay, and then what you have to do, go to AI Illustrator, right? For example, I'm going to show it here. Just 1 second. So you go to AI Illustrator, and then here you see all. Okay, by the way, these options were not there before. These were just added like this week, right? So you see Mystic Fantasy, Retro Vibe, Clay Animation, Game Characters, 2D Flat, Van Gogh style. We'll cover that in detail. But because I was using a Pixar style, you have to come here, click on this, put your prompt, and generally, generally the aspect ratio for the your pages, 3:4 or 4:5, and then generate the image. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna make sure that your image that is generated follows the same style, right? I created this image, but it is not following the same style, right? Because I created using Perfect Text Enhanced Image Designer, and it does not know which style you have used to create your story. All clear? Now, while that is being generated, what you have to do is just, now it's more about fine tuning this a little bit, adding some things to that. For example, just pagination thing.